Welcome to another phenomenal Sportpesa Match Day Experience. It's Dan Hirsch standing here with Morgan Newman. Welcome, brother.
Thank you so much. Good to be here, man.
Fantastic. Another exciting Stormers game.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think it's the Stormers we haven't quite seen the Stormers click yet or catch fire since that run of victories that they went on. So hopefully today's the turning point, and if they can pick up a big result today and head on the road with that confidence, then I think we'll see them certainly bag those spots that they need and come back ready to go with confidence.
Well, I mean, spot on, but I think it's a rare situation actually for the Stormers to actually be sitting in this unfamiliar position of second on the table. You know what I mean? Last season, I think at the same time this time last year, they were chasing. They were in 15th. They're pushing to kind of get into that playoff spot. Here, they're getting into a situation. We've got 4 home games. We've got Toulon next week. And I think we've seen a little bit, because of that heavy schedule, we've seen a little bit of rotation, the need for rotation into the squad.
Yeah, certainly. I think the Stormers are blessed with a fair amount of depth. A couple of changes which I thought were very interesting today. Damien Willemse on the wing, I think is a very, very interesting decision by Dobbo. Although, I mean, the reports that I read, they do say that it was sort of a joint decision between himself and the player. So very interesting with regards to that. And then, a couple of youngsters coming in on the bench. Yuri Matthew, I think, coming off having played for the under-23s last week and now playing, obviously, sitting on the bench this week. He's a youngster with a fantastic future and bright talent that we got to keep an eye on for sure, and it'll be nice to see him playing again, in the full-blown Stormer side.
Absolutely. I think it's when you're looking at their rotation. I think just with the heavy schedule, because you're looking with the Stormers, the possibility is they've got Edinburgh today, then they've got Toulon. If they get past Toulon, it's looking like Glasgow into Connacht and then into Glasgow all weeks in a row. It's a tough schedule.
Yeah, look, I mean, it is a very tough schedule. That certainly is. Yesterday, I was actually at the Varsity Cup game with UWC and Wits, and I had a chat to Kobus Reiner, who was just recently announced as, of course, the new ambassador for Sportpesa. And the two of us were chatting that they go on the road potentially for 8 days or for 14, depending on how other results go. So very interesting to see what the Stormers' mindset is. But certainly today, it looks like they're confident about potentially getting the result, and they've made quite a few changes. And that bench looks exciting.
Yeah.
Bit of experience on the bench. Very interesting starting lineup. I think they've gone back to the players that did so well for them in the early parts of the season. So can they find that form straight away off the bat against an Edinburgh side that'll be with renewed confidence? I mean, they haven't got the results they wanted, but they certainly have got some new life in that side with a couple of Scottish internationals that join them. So I think it's going to be a fairly cagey start, but in the latter stages, we'll see the Stormers come to the fore.
Well, we say Scottish internationals, but I think it's a little bit of Springbok blood in that front row that they've got. You're looking at Bowen Fenta, you're looking at the other South African.
Duan van der Merwe, I think he's in the mix there as well. So, yeah, I mean, look, it's going to be, again, like I say, there is a lot of South African blood in that Scottish side, and they'll be brilliant with confidence because, of course, we saw how great they were, the Scottish were in the Six Nations.
Absolutely.
And if they can bring that form, sort of lighten up this Edinburgh side that hasn't had the results go their way. I mean, they got fairly hammered last week against the Lions, didn't pick up the result they wanted. And sometimes it's not always a good thing for the side that they get next, because now they'll want to correct those wrongs very quickly. I mean, picked up 50 against the Lions. They'll come to Cape Town and they'll say, listen, we've got to get our act together, otherwise they could get much bigger. And teams that do that, often on the road, galvanize themselves and are really tough to beat. So the Stormers are going to have to be on the A game if they want to pick up the result.
Absolutely, but you're talking about it with a little bit of that selection change. You're looking especially in his 50th game running on Sanzi. You know what I mean? That they say he's the life and soul of the change room, and he's coming on. And I think when you got Nedley Bashir, backing up, I think he's a really exciting young prop in this country, and I think it's really the boiler room, the boiler room, just bringing them out, and I think he's definitely someone for the future.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Sazi's a homegrown talent, born and bred in Cape Town. Oh, I think he's born and bred in Cape Town.
In Grahamstown.
But I know he's been through the ranks at Western Province, and fantastic to see him pick up his 50th cap. For a prop to pick up a 50th cap at 27 years old doesn't happen very often. So there certainly is a bright future ahead of him.
Nice.
I mean, he's certainly going to rack up a few caps along the way.
He's definitely something special. But I think if we're looking through the Stormers starting lineup, locks where there's been a little bit of a problem and a little bit of injury. But if you're looking at, they've got JD and they've got Andre, I think, starting today. I mean, that's a power like combination that they got in 4 and 5.
Well, look, I mean, yes, they do. They've got, they're blessed with talent, and they're blessed with young talent that's coming through. I mean, that loose trio really excites me, Ben Jason Dixon comes into the starting lineup. Paul de Villiers, who we know has been man of the match on a number of occasions. He's amazing. He just does a straight swap with Dion Fourie. So that experience of Dion coming off the bench in the latter stages is probably going to be needed. Paul brings that energy nice and early on. So it's a very exciting Stormers side. But the reality is, when you make so many changes, do you click straight away? Do teams click straight away, or do they find their feet in that opening 20-30 minutes? There's no scenario like a match day scenario in the Cauldron at DHL Stadium. So it's going to be very exciting. But I still think the Stormers will have what it takes. But they're going to have to be better than they were last year for sure. Or last week rather.
I mean, look, I think when it comes down, it's the up and unders. We're going to see a lot of that. I think we're going to see a lot of that today, and I think that's maybe a little bit of the influence of Willems of Damien on the wing.
Yes, certainly is. I mean, Damien's moved to the wing, and he said that he's there to combat that up and under and the aerial threat that Edinburgh do pose. Whether I'm in agreement with it or not, look, I'm not the Stormers coach, but I mean, if I was, I don't know if I would change my team to suit what the opposition are going to do, or stick to my guns and back my ability and my players. But again, Damien's so versatile, so talented. To have a player of his caliber just on the field in part of the 15 is probably, sort of the success of the what's going to happen. But again, I'm not quite sure. If he's good there, what do we do from there? If he's not good there, do we blame it on the fact that he's never played there before? We'll have to wait and see.
Listen, let's hope it works out. Otherwise, those keyboard warriors are going to have the time of their life against Dobbo and his selection. I think the last little point that I wanted to talk about really was we saw the young scrum half, Khan, last week. He was incredible. Doesn't find himself in the 23 today. He was actually for the under-23s. He had a little go in the under-23s. They've gone to Xperience with Stefan and Duvanaka on the bench. What do you see? It's an important position. I think maybe because of the late kickoff and the dew and the moisture, putting up, maybe Dobbo's protecting him a little bit.
Yeah, look, it's an interesting call by Dobbo there to not have Imad Khan in the Match Day 23. He's been playing really well. But again, blessed with talent. Devon Duvenage has played in many games for the Stormers, so he's experienced. And it does look to me like the Stormers have decided to go for a really experienced bench. Yeah. Stephen Unger, I think he's a scrum half that, has done really well. He can do the job for us.
Absolutely.
I don't think he's necessarily going to set the world alight, but he's rock solid, and I think he'll be that sort of that calming head between that 9-10 combination between himself and Sasha. Could be quite good for the Stormers today. And then, of course, bringing in the experience of Devil Duvenage that may want to look to just close out the game in the latter stages will work wonders for the Stormers.
I think just to close us off, I think if we're looking at, let's bring it off on the man of the moment, I think Sasha. It's almost at crunch time of the season. We want to see him step up. Everyone's talking about him being one of the greats, potential to be one of the greats of all time. It's games like this that he really has to step up, take ownership, and really command the park.
Yeah, look, Sasha, he's a special talent, right? Generational talent. And look, speaking of him about being one of the greats, I'm not so sure about that just yet. I don't think he's achieved that much just yet. But we certainly know he's got the ability. He's got all the skill set. He's an unbelievable rugby player. On the front foot, he really is good. His game management at times, can be questioned if we really want to try and find fault somewhere. But if nurtured and playing in the right environment like he is at the Stormers, I think he's just going to go from strength to strength. And if he catches form and if he finds himself on the front foot with a Stormers pack that gives him front foot ball, then I think Edinburgh are in for real trouble.
Outstanding. What's our prediction today?
Look, I think it's going to be tighter. I think it's going to be tighter than many expect. Edinburgh coming off the back, as I said, of that loss at the Lions. They're going to certainly want to clean up their act. The Stormers haven't been that great, even though they've picked up results. And so I think it'll be closer than many predict. Last week I predicted a big margin and it wasn't that big. This week I'm going to go for a more comfortable victory, but certainly not, the Stormers won't blow them out the park. So if you ask me for a score, I'll probably go in the region of about 35 points to 20.
I love that. Let's take that. Well, it's not always that we have the opportunity to bring you some incredible breaking news. Sportspesa's latest brand ambassador is the one and only Kobus Reinach, Springbok World Cup winner. And I've got, yesterday it was announced, it was at UWC and Wits.
Yeah, UWC took on Wits yesterday, of course, in the Varsity Shield. And isn't it fantastic to have Kobus on officially now as an ambassador for Sportpesa? To have one of the, I suppose, very easily say one of the best scrum halves in the world currently as an ambassador for Sportpesa. Is just unbelievable. You know, the man's got great plans for what he wants to do with the brand. I mean, you know, the two alignments are very similar in terms of, you know, what Kobus brings to rugby and what he brings to the game, and Sportpesa's approach to the game. And so it's fantastic announcements, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do with it. You know, I think there are really big plans. People must really stay tuned to what is about to happen in terms of with Kobus signing on. But you know, he's not going to retire anytime soon. He makes that quite clear. And with that, I think he does have a future, and he wants to potentially look at coaching and, you know, sort of giving back to grassroots rugby. And I think Sportpesa and the Sportpesa team will create the platform for him to do that.
I think where would you say Kobus really ranks when it comes to your top kind of scrum halves that we've seen?
Well, you know, I mean, Kobus he ranks up there amongst the best for sure. You know, I mean, he wasn't always the best, but you know, I think going overseas and going to apply his trade overseas really made him come back and has galvanized him. And now he's a starter for the Springboks. You know, I think he's the number one choice, where he was in the past number 2 or 3. I think he certainly is cementing himself as the wearer of that number 9 jersey, and it's great to see. And long may it continue. And now that he's part of the Sportpesa family, it's even greater. We'll see a lot more of him. He's also on the magazine show that we have that goes out every Friday. So we're going to see lots of Kobus, and hopefully he can use, alongside Sportpesa, they can use this platform to grow grassroots rugby, really give back, and hopefully unearth the next Kobus right now.
Kobus, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Or the next Morgan Newman.
Or that, maybe.
That's it, fantastic. Thank you. On that note, we've got another little sponsorship that Sportpesa's on, and we've got Rooftop Wanderers here. How you doing, guys? Who am I talking to? Salso. Keith.
Bongs. Reese.
Glody.
Who? Glody. Farmer. This is Rooftop Wanderers. Latest little bit of a sponsorship from Sportpesa. Who's talking to me first, guys?
I'm right here.
Who? Farms.
I'm right here.
My boy.
He already knows the nickname.
Farms. Listen, tell me a little bit about Rooftop Wanderers. Give me a little bit of the background of the club.
I mean, Salso started off as basically, I'd say, our a player coach, and he's taken a bit of a backseat, more of an administrative role.
A little bit of age.
Yeah,
Mostly age.
Hey, this guy's a marathon runner. He might not look like it. He's a very fit guy, but he took a little step back, and he gathered a lot of really, really good oaks together. I think what sets us apart is the family aspect of it. I mean, we've been playing together for years. Some new faces here and there, but the core of the team have been together for years. And it started as a corporate team, right?
Yeah.
Work team. And then grew together stronger.
Where does the name Rooftop Wanderers come from? Maybe I've got to ask. Maybe I've got to come that guy.
So we attempted like a group poll for team names, and it was a disaster. And then one of the players said, well, we play on a rooftop, so Rooftop Wanderers. And I said, oh, magic.
I mean, it was right there all the time. You know what I mean?
You know?
Okay, fantastic. And what does it mean to have, you know, someone, you know, a brand of the size of Sportpesa really believing in you and coming, you know, being behind you?
No, it's massive because we love the game. They love the game, and every Thursday these lads come together and they make it possible for us. And we want to win leagues, and I mean, with the sponsorship, we can come out and play some of the best football in Cape Town, because that's what we are doing.
Absolutely.
And look good doing.
Well, let me tell you, it's a good-looking side, boys. It's a good-looking side. Let me tell you. But tell us so it's a 5-a-side league, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that 5-a-side league and, you know, what's happening in Cape Town.
So we play for it's Fives Football. They're the company that run it, and so we play there on a Thursday in a Thursday league against 6 or 7 other teams every Thursday. It's high octane stuff. We won 6 in a row league. So these guys are complaining, say the league is too easy. This season has been been tough.
Is it all Cape Town based? Is it all Western Cape based?
Yeah, it's all Western Cape based, and the nice thing is, because like Sal was explaining to somebody earlier, it's a quarterly setup. So you play 3 to 4 leagues a year, right? Yeah, and then 4 seasons a year, and with a little break in between. I mean, we won the 1 year every single quarter. 39 wins in a row.
So let me ask you about, with all these wins and all this you know, the history behind you, and now with Sportpesa behind you as a brand, what's the future like for Rooftop Wanderers? Maybe let's get in the middle here. Come here. Let's get with the boys. Listen, my captain.
100%.
What's happening?
No, 100%.
So what's the future, bud?
I mean, like with the backing of Sportpesa, it's a winning brand sponsoring a winning side. So that's what the future is.
I love that.
So we just want to keep on winning. That's what we're going to do.
I love that. So hold on, when can we come and watch you? You know what I mean?
I mean, every Thursday night
Where are you playing at Fives?
at 5 Grand Central.
Grand Central.
Yeah, the
Outstanding.
roof's up.
All right, so hold on. What's position-wise here? I'm gonna go centre back. We working centre back, no?
No. Goalkeeper.
Where? All right. So you full out most of the goal, right? Full out most of the goal. Obviously, that's what I was thinking, striker. That's what I was thinking. Running around left back, right back, kind of. You in the mid, controlling little general. Engine room, mate. The DM. Hey?
Definitely.
Kind of,
The runner. More of a runner than a footballer.
Who would you compare yourself most to as a footballer?
N'Golo Kante.
You know what? I was looking at you and I thought, Kante.
Really?
I don't know if it was the complexion or something. There's something that worked. You know what I'm saying? Forms.
Yeah.
Where are you?
No, you guess. Don't look at the numbers. I'm gonna give it away.
I'm gonna go centre back, boy. No, 10. Ooh. I don't know. I think we've got to reassociate. I was a phenomenal footy player. Just saying. Before both ACLs went, you know what I mean. But we can always make a comeback. So
There's space in our team.
there's space. Listen, you run trials. All right. Well, if you guys, anyone's interested to run a couple of trials, with the Sportpesa, what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to actually be testing their skill levels. All right.
Bring the best footwear.
That ball we know how to do. This is the ball I want to see. I want to see how many keepy-ups we can get with a rugby ball. Who's going? Farms.
If you guys beat me, first drinks on me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12! Done. 12. Outstanding. That's the boys. You know what?
Best feet in Cape Town for goalkeeper.
Best feet in Cape Town for goalkeeper.
Or
Let's
in
go.
general, actually in general.
Okay.
You have to prove it now.
How much you pay to say something like that?
Undisclosed feet.
Okay, undisclosed. That's fair. Let's go. Captain, my captain. 2, 3, 4.
I like it. Dogs.
Who can beat 12? N'Golo Kante.
If it doesn't count too much, it's the shoes, yeah?
Yeah, blame it on the shoes, obviously. Those are some proper kicks though, eh?
Proper.
2, 3. Boy, Forms, I think you're safe, boy. I think you're safe. There we go.
Please refresh for me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh! We've got a tie. The founder himself. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's why we've gone back into the back room. You know what I mean? Okay, so we got who hasn't gone? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we got to tip you off. All right, let's go. Who is between the two of you? All right, listen. FIFA fair play. Say no to racism. Let's go.
Yes, there we go.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think he gets 2 more for that little start. Hey? All right. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Forms king. All right, wait. Before we go into the footy, I want to see side steps. I want to see a goose step. Who's got the best goose step? Goosey, I'm coming at you.
Come to the camera.
I'm coming at you. Come at me. Oh, sold. Absolutely sold. Okay. All right. Come at me. Oh. Okay. This, I've got a feeling this comes directly straight at me. Oh! What was that? Did you do any dancing in your early days? Let's go, Moons. Okay. All right. Let's go. Now the captain. I'm expecting that. Oh! You know what, captain? Captain for the win. Captain for the win. Okay. Whoever drops, we're keeping up. Whoever drops. What's the thing? Whoever drops. Okay, 10 push-ups. I like. Whoever drops 10 push-ups. Absolutely. Who am I going to? Let's come in on the camera. You can watch these guys every Thursday at Grand Central Fives. Guys, they've won every single year. They're gonna win. If you want to see a team that wins, this Thursday's the decider. Let's get everyone out there to go and support. It's Sportpesa Rooftop Wanderers. All right. 1, 2, 4. Oh, this is big. Oh! No. Forms. Oh! I want 10 push-ups.
Good, eh?
10 push-ups. Let's go. We count him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Outstanding. All right, boys, amazing. We're going to catch up with you guys a little later. Outstanding, boys. Thank you very much. Forms. Champion. You champion. Thank you, boys.
Go tell him you made a mistake before you get me in trouble. So am I cutting the light?
Want to test that touch now?
Test the touch there.
Yeah, wait, you said...
Wait, hold on, guys. Come back. Wait, test the touch.
Yeah, you want to throw the ball up?
One more. You guys didn't think you were coming to a school session, right?
Can you give someone a ball to do something in the meantime? Still alive.
Hey, who's going to throw it up?
Okay. All right. Okay, we got, I think, a skill session. You've got one move pretty much to really impress. All right, let's see. What is it? What's that move that you're going to pull out? You got a chick in the stands. She arrives there. You know, you've been speaking to her on Hinge. I don't know what oaks are on these days. And she's come there to see you. You had fives. You're in the middle of the park, and it's your time to shine. It's your time to show her that you're the alpha. What's the move that you're going to pull out?
Any from the catalog.
I feel like Forms is going to bring us something special here.
There's too much sunlight this side.
Can we go back? Let's go back. Oh! Let's go back a little.
How you doing, cuz?
Let's go back a little here. Are we good? All right, let's go. She's there, boys. She wants you. How are we going to get there? Not like that.
Yeah, that was a good move, right? That would have been a nice one.
Okay, Forms, you had your moment. All right. I love it. You know what? It's a classic and it works, bro. Don't knock it.
I just want to move forward.
Oh.
He's steady now.
Amen. That's smooth. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's smooth. Could you do that again? That's the question. No, boys, he's been sleeping on you, eh? Look at that. What is that? Oh, all right. Honestly, someone's gonna have to bring something out very special to beat that, because it was also he had the schmooze about him, you know.
And you say okay, around the world.
Around the world. Farmer brings it back. Let's get it.
Oh, Chairman.
Wait, he gets a second chance because he founded the club. He gets another chance. There we go. Oh, it's good enough. Okay, but hold on a second. Let's talk about some rugby today. Come in. Come closer. Let's talk. All right, Stormers fans, we all are, right? Okay, you see, I'm a little bit. I've developed into a Stormers fan. I don't know if you can tell from my accent. Northern suburbs of Joburg. All right, so Lions fan deep down, but my adopted side is the Stormers. They're having a phenomenal season these days. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, top quality. Playing in Cape Town Stadium, you can just check the levels are like much higher the past couple of years. I mean, international teams playing here on a weekly, which is phenomenal. It's international stuff. It reminds me of like the back in the day, the old Heineken Cup stuff, like a Euro style. It's brilliant.
But I think, I love that. I just want to touch on that because it's the experience of actually being here at the stadium. It's that experience of being here. I think it's one of the best sporting experiences as a day out. You know what I mean? You come out, firstly, we're walking distance from the promenade, we're walking distance from the restaurants. It's incredible, and really, it's so well run. You feel safe. It feels inviting. You want to bring your kids here. You want to bring your family here. That kind of a vibe. But I think on top of that, what makes it even better is that the Stormers are just bloody awesome at the moment. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be that great if they were losing. What do we think about Sasha Feinberg?
I think Sash is probably one of the most electrical rugby players in the world right now. What people don't know is Sash is actually a really good footballer. Like a really good footballer. And you can see it by those low piercing cross kicks he does. So he's always going to be, for that reason, he's always going to be one of my favorite players. But yeah, I think the Stormers, what is really exciting about the Stormers is the young players they're giving the start. The Ruises, the JC Marses, the Sashes of the world. I think it's very, very promising, as some of our boys show up.
We got some late shows. We got push-ups coming up.
But yeah, I think, I grew up watching the Stormers, and being a part of this with Sportpesa is very humbling, and it's a privilege. And we are very grateful for the team, you guys. And these boys as well. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for watching these
But I love that, you mentioned something there, Forms, is that, Sportpesa especially, Sportpesa behind you guys, Sportpesa behind the Stormers, you're looking at that youth, you're looking at that grassroots almost, bringing the youngsters up, bringing the youngsters through. That's what we want to develop. We want to develop the future of sports in this country, whether it's footy, whether it's rugby, whatever it is. Let's get it at a brand like Sportpesa that's really behind these kind of, you need it, especially the guys growing up in this country. I know you need that help. Where's Hauser? Yeah. I almost lost you there for a second.
Yeah.
But you as a founder, as a CEO, as someone in the back room, you need that assistance that's coming from Sportpesa to really help you guys out.
Yeah, 100%. The footy and sports not cheap, and having to ask lads to pay every week, it makes it so much easier. It gives the guys also that pro feel. Sponsored, you're rocking up for games, playing your best game. You don't have to worry about a buck here and there. So definitely helps.
It definitely, when you're walking onto the pitch, you get that little bit of hey, professionalism. I own the show here. You know what I mean? I love it. Okay, so boys, all right. So predictions for today.
I think it might be a blowout if we can sort out our breakdowns, because I was here last week and our breakdowns weren't the best. If we can be disciplined in the breakdowns, if Sasha can convert, I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park. I'm saying 32-14. We might concede.
32-14.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Right, that's very
tries.
specific.
Yeah.
Maybe a
I
blowout.
didn't put money on it. I didn't put money
with
on
the
it.
wind that's
I didn't put
coming
money on
up.
it. I know it sounds like I put money on it, but I didn't put money on it.
None of that.
Score prediction.
Score prediction.
24-12. I just felt it. Don't ask me
To
why.
Edinburgh.
No, Storm got it.
Stormers, obviously. Obviously. Boys, anyone different? Anyone got a blowout, massive side? Anyone saying Edinburgh for the win?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Stormers by 30.
I think what we're failing to appreciate is this is a large chance saloon for Edinburgh. You know what I mean? They don't win today, they can't make the playoffs. So they're going to be coming out, they're going to be pushing. You know what I mean? This is their moment.
100%. But Stormers at home. So I mean, nobody can. But it's Stormers at home.
But can we also you talk about Stormers at home, there's also something about the Cape Town crowd. You know, there's something, there's starting to be, I think, you know, the stadium's a new stadium. I think there was a lot of, you know, when there was the move over from Newlands had an electrifying, you know, like atmosphere. And I think it's taken a little bit of time now. And I think like most stadiums, but I think it's starting week after week now, especially with the Stormers being as, you know, as informed as they are. You know, I think the crowds are coming out, and I think it's starting to really get that identity. You know, Greenpoint Stadium started to form an identity about it, where it could be a little bit of a cauldron. You know what I mean?
And I mean, yeah, I think for me as well, is to touch on the youngsters again. I think you see, like, if you look around, the amount of young people and young kids that are getting back into the culture of rugby again. And I think that's a testament to the role models they have, and the players they can see themselves in on the pitch. I mean, I know a lot of these guys off the pitch as well, and they talk a big talk, but they do it as well. Like, I mean, I see them interacting with kids out there and stopping for photos and autographs no matter where they are. And I think it builds a culture, and it makes people want to come to the games and support these guys. And yeah, I mean, the stadium is one of the most beautiful stadiums in the world, and it's kind of a cheat code in my opinion.
It's a cheat code. It's absolutely a cheat code. But I think, you know, you're talking about culture and you're talking about role models, and I think that, you know, we've just had the announcement of Kobus Reinach as the Sportpesa brand ambassador. You guys, you know, you talk about you want to see these little youngsters running up, whether they're watching you at fives or they're watching the boys here on the field. You want to hold yourself up as a professional, as a gentleman. You know what I mean? Having the right morals, having the right values, and I think that's what Sportpesa is really all about, and that's what that we should all be about, and that's what sports really should be about. At the end of the day, you want to go on, you want to break your opponents, you want to smash them, but at the end of the day, we shake hands, we have a beer after the game, maybe a cold drink.
Yeah, no, definitely. No beer. No, but yeah, I think for me the biggest thing is that Stormers have always played beautiful rugby, and they're finally getting a return on their investment. And it's because of the great players they have, like Kobus Reinach and Sasha, and it's nice to see it. The fans are here. Wins brings fans, so they got that recipe under.
Well, I love that, but I think if we really talk, we talk about someone coming through as grassroots. Is Sandy. He's coming on. It's his 50th game. He's one of those guys who's been in the background behind legends like Netlung for sure. You know what I mean? And he's in that development room, that boiler room of props that's being developed in this country, and he's really someone to take it. And I think at his tender age, I think he's 27 or whatever it is now. You know, for props, not many props make it that far. You know, the bigger boys, we struggle. I'm not putting myself in that category. I know you're all thinking that, but I think it's amazing that he's going to run on. You know, his family's there, and, you know, 50 caps, and he's really someone definitely for the future. And I think that's that grassroots that we want to come through. We want to see these boys come through from the bottom. And I think whether it's in football, I think in football we can do a lot more. What do you think in this country?
In this country, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm 30 now. And if I think back to the opportunities I had when I was 15, 14, compared to what these kids have these days, there's definitely been an improvement.
On the football side?
Yeah, but I spoke to somebody about it the other day as well. I feel like rugby these days is taking a lot of inspiration from football in terms of giving these youngsters, throwing them in the deep end, you know, like 18 years old, 19 years old, straight out of school. And I think it's for the better, because how better to get experience than on the pitch, you know?
Well, you know, like, you wanted to see it. I think if we look at the Bafana levels in South Africa, you know, with Hugo Bros, I call him Hugo Boss, but Hugo Bros, because he's actually been amazing for Bafana. But I think if you want to take a look at the model that Russie's implemented in this country with rugby, where he's kind of worked it up from the top down. You know what I mean? From the back, from the boardroom, he got that right, and it's gone down all the way down to grassroots. Whether you're playing union rugby, whether you're playing schoolboy rugby, everyone's kind of playing the same style. So that once you're progressing through the stages, it's familiar. There's a South African culture feel about it. You know what I mean? And I think with football, especially with me, I think in the old, especially when I was growing up, it was more about a shibobo. If you could put a shibobo through your legs, that was, for you know what I mean? I can imagine that was kind of what was important when it came, and that's not really that's not going to win your World Cup. It's not going to win you games. You need to have discipline. You need to have structure. You need to understand when you're back four, who's moving up, who's not moving. And I think that needs to really, whether or not, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you think it's coming at the grassroots, at the school, the school level?
I think going to the school level, I think there's definitely room for improvement. There's not a lot of opportunities, and even where I grew up Cape Town, not a lot of school leagues available and stuff like that. So I think there's room for improvement, and I think that's where it should start, at the grassroots level. There's not a lot of opportunity for kids to go and play. The only reason I got into football was because my parents could afford to send me to a club that I had to pay for. There's no lot of school opportunities to play.
I get that, but I think look, the reality is, I think that was lacking. That kind of that experience when it came to skill set, when it came to coaching, when it came to structure. I think it may have been lacking, growing up. But you guys are basically the future of that, right?
I hope so, yeah.
You guys are the future of that. So you're going to be bringing youngsters through to Rooftop Wanderers. You know what I mean? And getting it up and teaching kids what it's about, how to actually play proper ball, right?
Academy system in the future. You never know.
Academy system, boss?
Look at the spreadsheets first. We'll have a look at the spreadsheets.
I want to talk to the latecomers, yeah? Yeah. You thought we were going to miss you there. Firstly, what time are you supposed to be here?
5:30.
5:30. What time did you get here?
That's Cape Town traffic, sorry.
Okay. I think 10 push-ups each. What do you think?
Only?
Yeah. No, 20 for him.
Yeah.
20. What are your names firstly?
Keegan.
Centre back? Brandon. DM, also enforcer in the middle? Yeah, enforcer. Hey, okay, yeah, I was gonna go mostly sent off. Hey? Mostly sent off, okay. All right, 10 push-ups, both of you. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's a show off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Listen. Boss, you happy with that?
Yeah.
You happy?
Thank you.
All right, let's talk. Rooftop Wanderers. No, after that, can you get your break? Boy, you should be a lot more fit than that. If that's the case, I'm worried for you. You know what I mean? Listen to me. Rooftop Wanderers now, Sportpesa now backing you boys. How does it feel to walk out onto the pitch with Sportpesa across your shirts?
I think it's solid, man. I think the name and the rep you guys have is good, and I think behind us we need that support. I think last season, close to end last season, we were looking for a sponsorship, and Chelsea was like, you guys are coming through, and I think the whole team was just like, what, Sportpesa? Are we there already? Nobody foresaw this, and I think it was awesome to get you guys behind us, and I think you can see the entire team came out here to support you guys as well. We want to be part of you guys, we want to be with you guys, and we're just happy for the support, man.
Absolutely. Listen, it's the Sportpesa family, and that's exactly what it is. Yeah. But I'm a little bit nervous about you being sent off. I mean, we're talking over there about being a role model. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of passion. I think it's
passion. You got a lot of passion.
100%.
I love that.
I carry the passion.
You carry the passion. On the shirt.
Huh?
On the shirt. Passion at the back, Sportpesa in the front.
Definitely.
I love it. Keeks, come talk to me, chat. All right, buddy. Why? Who was driving?
I was driving.
You were driving. Yeah. So you were responsible, effectively. Okay.
It's just basically we didn't know it was a jazz festival as well, so that kind of made things even more difficult.
So hold it.
To the stadium.
So is it the same kind of reason when those strikers get past you? That kind of I'm just late to the ball. You know?
It hardly happens.
No, that's my boy.
Yeah.
All right, what do we say? What do we think about the Stormers and their season so far?
I think they started off quite strong in the beginning, and then there was a dip in the performance against the Bulls and like the local teams around here. But I think against Edinburgh, they should smash them. Edinburgh hasn't been performing that great recently. They got beaten by Lions as well. By quite a,
There's nothing wrong with getting beaten by the Lions, my brother. All right, the Lions are a great side.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I think the form has been good. Especially with the guys from Eastcoast, the guys who are injured, that's returning as well. So.
But I think you mentioned something there with the dip in form. What was going on there is I think that what they were struggling with, and I think you guys can relate to that, is when one or two of you you guys are a tight-knit unit. You know what I mean? When one or two of you go down with an injury, it mixes things up. You know, maybe you got to bring someone else in. That cohesion's not really there. You know what I mean?
So basically, you just have to like adjust to whatever injuries you have in the team and play according to the strengths of the guys that's currently on the pitch.
Absolutely. Listen, but we're looking at captain, come in here. I want to hear about the leadership that this man has got. What would you talk? How would you say is about how your captain is? You know, standout performer. Does he lead you in the change room? Lead you on and off the field? Someone you're proud to look up to?
Yeah. So I've played
careful,
football.
He picks the side.
I've played football for quite some time now, and he's one of the guys that I've come across who's a solid person on and off the pitch. His leadership roles on the pitch as well. He's shouting at the guys. But that commitment, like, it starts from the back and it goes towards the front. So I would say off the pitch he's an awesome guy. On the pitch he's solid. He saved us many of times. His games that was tight, we were playing bad, but he was the one that was saving us in the end.
Would you say he's one of those keepers? Because they say keepers are like part of a weird crew. You know what I mean? It's that they're not really human. It's their own breed. Own species, you know. Is he vocal? Is he one of those vocal kind of? Because he's captain and keeper. He's playing. He's wearing two hats.
Yeah, a captain can't be quiet. So it wouldn't make sense to have someone as a captain who's not speaking, who's not shouting at the players, who's not communicating with them. So that would be pointless. So he's a perfect fit for that role.
So on that note, let's move to the captain. Cap.
Yeah.
We're going to walk now to get to the stadium.
Sure.
If I was no, not me. If Keegan was like late on a challenge, he wasn't really, putting his heart and soul in it. You could see maybe his mind's not there. You're the captain. What are you saying to him?
Firstly, when I find out what's going on, obviously I need to figure out where his headspace is at. But 100% motivating him, letting him know that even if you miss this one, you'll get it back on the next one.
I love that. The captains, this is Rooftop Wanderers with Sportpesa now as their sponsor. Same sponsors as the Stormers, it's the Sportpesa family. Let's go, Stormers!
Welcome to it. It is yet another URC battle for the Stormers. They're looking for another big victory. I'll remind you what they did at Loftus, beating the Bulls. Then last week, they beat the Dragons. So all of these supporters in Cape Town tonight are looking for 3 victories in a row. I'll take you back to what the Sharks did. I'll take you back to what the Sharks did in Durban and in Cape Town, and then the Lions. So can they go back-to-back 3 victories on the trot for the Stormers? Kyk die meneer. Hey, meneer Olienout.
Yes, Afrikaans hier praat. Gaan dit goed en jy man? Lekker goed ou. Ek sien hier nou ek is 'n travel bloem toe en alles.
Ek's besig.
Waar is jy nou besig?
Ek's letterlik live. Kom ons is self in die rugby.
Nee, dis nie rugby man nie.
Nee.
Sê my iets.
An old friend.
Ja.
Houte trots. Stuks of nuts.
Yeah, it was
yes. Cabinet times.
Cabinet all the way.
Oh.
Our president at the time, yeah. Yes.
What brings you to Cape Town? Are you excited for the rugby? Excited to watch the Stormers taking on Edinburgh?
Yeah, 100%, man. So moved out to Cape Town 5 years ago after Tux to come enjoy rugby here in Cape Town. So playing for False Bay, and now just everyone is just migrating to this. Still a Blue Bull supporter,
I'll say.
But I'm here for South Africa at this point, my guys.
Okay, are you here for South Africa or are you here for the Stormers? You must be very clear.
Yeah, Stormers. I'm not going to support Edinburgh.
No, we can't. we can't support Edinburgh tonight. Listen, when you look at the matchup between these two teams, Stormers, they've beaten the Bulls, they beat the Dragons last week in the competition. In terms of Edinburgh, they've already lost both their matches building up into this one. Should we say this is an easy game for the Stormers here in Cape Town?
No, you can't do that because Cape Town is a different vibe.
Yes.
People want to perform in Cape Town because you have 30,000, 20,000 people here. They're going to come out and perform, huh?
Definitely, they're going to perform. I want to ask you, as someone who's played a lot of rugby in his younger days, you now play club rugby as well. You love rugby. What makes it so special to come to the DHL Stadium in Cape Town, where you know the Stormers are going to perform at a high level, and you as a club rugby player can draw some inspiration from what these guys are doing on the field?
You know what's the nice thing about rugby?
Yeah.
It's for everyone.
Yes.
From the biggest oak to the smallest oak, to the big guy to the small guy, the fast guy and the slow guy.
Yes.
And seeing that on the field, that's the main thing. It's seeing how people are performing at different levels of their life. And we have a bunch of youngsters, all the rugby schools touring here, seeing how they actually enjoy it. That's why we're here.
I want to ask you about the vibe in Cape Town, right? Ek ken jou goed.
Ja.
Baie goed.
Hierdie vibe.
Hierdie man kan kuier. Hierdie man is flippin' wild. Are you here for the rugby? Or are you here for the jaw? Or are you here for both?
Do you see any brandy in my hand now? So we're here now for the rugby, and then we're after party. They will go for the dope.
Was he after party? We need the spots. We need the spots, Henku.
I'm from False Bay, so most probably going back to the rugby club and jolling with the boys over there. Yeah, so we're going there.
Score prediction: Edinburgh taking on the Stormers. It's a nice late kick-off, 7 o'clock. The wind is blowing a little bit. Might make things a little bit difficult for the team that's touring. What's your final score prediction?
I like that the Stormers are putting up nice high numbers. So we're looking at a 40-25.
40-25? For the
Stormers.
For the Stormers,
come on. Yeah.
Henku, such a flippin' pleasure to see you. Yes.
All the best. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rugby. Hey guys, how are you? Good. I know this man. Yes, see. Yeah, I even wore shorts. I even wore shorts. Oh, baggy. Oh. Yeah, nice to see you. Nice to know that. Looking sexy, huh? Yes, this man can shave, eh?
I shave.
Oh, wow.
I shave for you.
Yes, do I kiss you now, later?
Oh. I love it. What's happening today, boy?
Hey, it's a big one. We remember what happened at Loftus. Stormers getting back to winning ways against the Bulls. Last week beating the Dragons. Edinburgh are in town. What I want to ask you is, apparently they've been spying in Cape Town. They went to varsity rugby this past week, and they were there for the vibes and the energy, and to just see South African gees, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the reigning defending champions, UCT, they're a good team to watch, so I'm not surprised that Edinburgh would enjoy the city. You know, going around the city, exploring the city, do you think that helped them maybe get a victory this evening? I don't think so. What do you think, Daniel?
Look, I don't know, but it's last chance saloon for Edinburgh. That's the reality. Because if they don't win today, they got no chance of making the playoffs. So they're going to be coming, whether or not they're seeing the vibe at UCT. I don't know if that's going to help them out. But I'll tell you something, the vibe at Cape Town Greenpoint Stadium today, that's going to be rocking, because this crowd is getting behind the Stormers, we're getting behind the boys, we're going to take them all the way to two titles this season.
Let's go.
Next week against Toulon, we're coming for you, Frenchman.
Sportpesa Match Day Xperience. We're right here in Cape Town, 7 o'clock kickoff. Remember, we are coming to you live on Omni Audio Africa as well as Sportpesa. I've got my boy Daniel. Come with us. Let's go to the seats. Let's find our seats, Daniel. I'm excited for this one, hey? I'll tell you now.
I'll tell you something, there's nothing like a Match Day Xperience at this stadium.
It's incredible.
It's honestly,
it's incredible.
It's world class.
Let's just find our seats.
find our seats.
Hello, how are you? A picture with me? Yes. Go ahead.
Not often does Aaron Masamela get asked. Not often does Aaron Masamela get asked for a picture.
Quickly, hello sir, how are you?
Good, man, how are you?
I'm doing very well. So what's your name? Where are you from? Apparently you're from the States.
Yes, I'm Chucky Lopez and I'm all the way from California.
California?
That's
What
right.
brings you to Cape Town? It must be the Stormers and the rugby.
The Stormers, I'm here for the Stormers. And I'm also here with the Ministry of Victory Outreach, and we're helping hurting people here in the city of Cape Town.
That's absolutely fantastic. You're a man who loves his rugby, right? I know that there's American Major League Rugby. Are you watching the Stormers because slowly but surely rugby is becoming a big thing in the States as well? Because I know that American football is massive.
Yeah.
But is rugby slowly but surely capturing your heart?
Little by little, the more longer I've lived here, the more interested I have gotten in rugby.
Yeah.
Learning the game, it's two different worlds. American football, rugby, two different worlds. But I love the contact, I love the energy of the crowd.
Yeah.
I love rugby.
Mr. Lopez, you've spent some time in Cape Town and in America. Is rugby better than American football? And we need a yes. We need a yes.
I can give you a yes in the rugby world, but I can't give you a yes in the American football world.
Love it.
Two different worlds.
Love it. Who's winning the game? It's Edinburgh taking on the Stormers this evening in Cape Town. Who are you giving it to?
Cape Town.
You can't give it to Edinburgh.
No way, no way. Stormers all the way. We're taking it home.
Come on, give me a score prediction. Give me a score prediction.
52-17.
52-17 is Mr. Lopez's score prediction. Let's go. Sir, enjoy the rugby. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, you have a good time.
Have some fun in Cape Town. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Sportpesa Match Day Xperience. We're right here at the Cape Town Stadium. We're talking all things rugby, but we've got a five-a-side football team. Rooftop Wanderers. Apparently, you're the best player.
The most amazing player.
Apparently. And you know what I love about that is that everyone in the back is laughing as I say that. Are you the best? Are you the best player?
They're laughing because I'm the greatest player they've ever had.
Oh, the greatest.
I feel like you're undermining me when you say
Oh,
best.
okay. Are you like Messi or CR7?
I'm both.
You both? Oh, you're like Michael Jordan. 6 rings, bro.
All of them.
All of them. What's your name, bro? What brings you to the rugby?
I'm Keith. What brings me to the rugby is the game. I love the game, but also Sportpesa is sponsoring our team. And they gave us a wonderful opportunity to come and enjoy this wonderful sport.
Nice. Talking about the Sportpesa Match Day Xperience, I always tell people that there's no experience like a Sportpesa Match Day Xperience. From the moment when you knew that Saturday evening plans are covered, how did you feel and just your experience so far? Like just coming into the stadium, enjoying the vibe, enjoying the energy. How has it been so far? How have you found the Match Day Xperience?
No, it's been amazing. Like you said, everything is taken care of. So the seats are amazing. There's a little complimentary something there. Yeah.
Hey,
you know. But yeah, no, it's been amazing. It's been smooth. It's been sweet. And like you said, the vibes have been great.
You're a man who plays five-a-side football, right? You're now at a rugby game, right? I want to test your rugby skills. Right? I want to test your rugby skills. Talk to me about what we've seen so far in this encounter. 5 minutes in, right? Give me a little bit of analysis. What have you seen from the Stormers? Tell me a little bit about the territory so far. What is your prediction?
My prediction is that the Stormers will win. The first 5 minutes show that they are dominating to a certain extent, but as you can see, both teams are still feeling each other out to see what kind of game plan is going to be played and stuff. But from what I'm seeing, Stormers will have an easy one.
I hear you. Great line-out opportunity here. Edinburgh looking to use the set pieces. First line-out of the game. Trying to form somewhat of a rolling mole. Stealing the ball of the Stormers. Snatching that ball away. Referee calling them back. Slowly but surely the fans are getting excited. The excitement is brewing here in Cape Town. Talk to me about the vibe here in Cape Town. You know, there's a lot of people that are watching us right now on Omni Audio Africa. It's a live watch along, so they're watching from home. They don't get to feel what we feel, right? Talk to them about what you're feeling right now. Witnessing the action, I would argue you've got the best seats in the house, basically on the halfway line. You can see both sides. You're not too low, you're not too high. Perfect positioning.
No, it's Cape Town loves rugby, and you can feel it. Like the vibes, like everyone is in it. Everyone is passionate about it, and it's contagious. Like you also just want to shout, whether you support or you don't. I saw the Edinburgh fans are shouting with the Stormers fans. That time it's not going well for them. But yeah, it's just contagious. It's nice.
Another opportunity here for Edinburgh. 5 meters away from the Stormers try line. Great execution of the line out. Solid rolling ball. They scrumming, looking to snatch that ball away. Stormers turning over the ball. Let's go. Defense being tested. And on 2 occasions in this first 5 minutes of the game, Stormers showing up big time. Hey, my brother. Let's go, let's go. Let's hear you clap, brother. Let's feel the energy. Come on. Come on. Yes, yes. Come on. You know the song?
Yeah, mud on your face.
Hey, Grace.
All over the
We will rock you. Hey. We will rock you. Big scrum here. What do you think is going to happen here, my brother? What do you think is going to happen here?
Stormers scrum. They're going to win it. Then just a nice clear play out, and then they put pressure on Edinburgh after the kick. I don't think they'll go for line. I just think they'll kick and then put pressure. Yeah.
I hear you, my brother. First big scrum of the game. Stormers looking for a quick feed here. That scrum collapsing. Referee quickly asking them to reset. My brother, talk to me about your five-a-side football club, Rooftop Wanderers. Firstly, tell me about the name, bro. Where does that name come from? Leratari Rooftop Party. Where the hell are
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So basically, the place where we play fives is on top. It's on a rooftop. So
exclusive.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No, it's not for the faint-hearted.
At the rooftop level.
Yeah. No.
You're not on the ground floor, Lemo. Rooftop.
Not at all. So someone just suggested Rooftop Wanderers since we're playing on the rooftop there at the fives.
Yes.
And that's how we started. It was initially a corporate team.
Sure.
And then we just went our own way. And it's been W's after W's after W's ever since.
What tournaments have you won? Because I know in the five-a-side space, I feel like every month or at least every quarter, there's like a big tournament, Batuba Becha, there's always money on the line. Either there's a big corporate sponsor that gets involved, you know. Like, have you guys won any big tournaments recently? Do you guys have the bragging rights to say that you guys are the best five-a-side team in Cape Town? I would love it.
So basically with the league, we're not currently playing any tournaments except the league that we're playing in, and we've won it 6 times in a row.
And with the Twagi Bonang, if you know what I'm saying, what about my Sundowns? When they won the league 8 times in a row, Lonak is 6.
We're almost there. We're almost
there. So basically, you guys are like Sundowns of the five-a-side football scene in Cape Town. You guys are that great. No one can compete.
Pretty much. I think we're actually the Bayern Munich, the PSG.
Yes.
International. We're big dogs.
You're big dogs.
We're big dogs.
Is there any other team that you would say you guys have a proper rivalry with? Like guys that challenge you, man? Because I'm sure like in the league, Sundowns now, it compete only Pirates for the league. Who are you guys competing with now?
So in terms of competing, there's no one on our level.
Hey, it's have confidence. Yeah.
But we do, like I said, it started as a corporate team first. So we have another team called Silo United that they are rivals because we all started together. But like I said, in terms of competing, it's just us.
Okay, give them Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates. You know, because there was Pirates and then Kaiser Chiefs broke away. Okay, Gautwar.
Yeah, we're Pirates, they're Kaiser Chiefs.
Sure. What would you say makes your five-a-side football team like so special and so unique? Like, of course, you guys, Lidalamo Rooftop, which already is something that's different, right? But what makes you guys stand out from any other club in Cape Town?
I think we're balanced. Like we have a mixture of different type of players.
Sure.
Even if you look at us, we have big, small, but I think it's the balance that we have, and everyone knows what their job is and how to do their job. So that's what, yeah. And we've been doing it for a long time, so that experience also kicks in, and we kill it.
How long have you been involved with the club? Because you've mentioned 6 league wins. So have you been here for all 6, or you recently joined the team?
No, I've been here for all 6. I was even there before we started winning.
What do chairman? What chairman was Paul? Oh, Ivan Cause. No, I love it.
Yeah, no, so yeah, I've been there for 4 years. I've been playing with the team.
Yeah.
But this phenomenal run only started, I think, for the past 2 years.
Sure.
We've won 39 games in a row.
Yes.
I think we lost our first game in 2 years.
Yes.
Like 2 weeks ago. But other than that, there's nothing stopping us.
Brian, wishing you guys all the best. May this year be league title number 7, you know, and popular reference as Sundowns. Part 7. Mamelodi Sundowns. Thank you so much for joining me, brother. Let me move on to my left. Wat sê jy, meneer? Is jy alright?
Ja, gaan goed.
Luister, jy die ou Stormers trui aan.
Ja.
So dit sê vir my jy's 'n behoorlike Stormers ondersteuner.
Ja,
is dit waar?
Ja, ek was nog hier toe ons op Nieuweland gespeel het, was ek nog.
Yes! Jy was seker laaitie.
Ja.
Hoe oud was jy? Die laaste game op Newlands, hoe oud was jy?
12.
12, okay. Lekker. Vertel my 'n bietjie oor die game sover. 12 minute in. 'n kansie daarso vir die Edinburgh span. 2 geleenthede daarso in die 22 en dan Sasha wat daai skop nou daarso gemis het.
Ja, die skop was ongelukkig mis, maar ek dink dit was maar 'n bietjie van die wind wat 'n rol gespeel het. So ek dink hy sal volgende skop sal hom regkry. En ek dink ons was lekker om uit te kom. Daai geel kort was 'n bietjie onnodig, maar ja, ek meen ons het solid defense, so dit is goed. Ek meen ons is 0-0, so
ja. Wat dink jy van hierdie Stormers span wat coach John Dobson nou hierdie seisoen gebruik? Die groot vraag vir my as ek nou kyk na hierdie span, baie potensiaal. Die manier hoe hulle hierdie seisoen begin het was fenomenaal. Nee? Maar my vraag is, kan hierdie span 'n trofee terugbring Kaapstad toe?
Ja, altyd. Ek dink
is dit moontlik hier?
Ja, ek meen ons is nog in dit. Ek dink ons is nou 3de op die lag as ek nie mis nie. So ek meen as ons die game wen, skuif ons probably op 2de toe dalk. En met ons span, ons kwaliteit met Willemse, met Sasha, Skramie sal miskien nog bietjie werk op, maar Evan Roos, Tennyson, Jon Verrie wat terug is. Paul de Villiers, ek meen ons het die squad vir dit. So ons het diepte in die backline veral. En op ons Lucius ook, so ek dink ons kan verseker dit doen.
Vertel my 'n bietjie oor Sasha Feinberg om eens doen. Yes, hierdie man is fenomenaal. Hy's 'n spesiale speler.
Kyk, ek persoonlik aan die begin was bietjie skepties, maar
soos baie van ons, ja. En dis fair.
Ja. Ek wou almal toe omhoog gery voordat hy gespeel het, maar ek moet sê hy het my baie verbaas en ek weet ons gaan amper nie sonder hom speel nie. So nee, hy's baie solid. Ek dink hy moet net bietjie werk aan sy skoppe, maar ek met sy overall gameplay, sy defense, alles is solid.
Wat het jy gemaak van die tyd toe hy nou kaptein was? Ek glo dit was 2 wedstryde teen die Sharks hierso op Kaapstad en dan in Durban en dan teen die Lions. Wat het jy gemaak van Sasha as die kaptein van die span?
Kyk, ek dink hy gaan vir die Stormers kaptein speel in die toekoms. Hy's nog baie jong. Ek dink hy moet nog 'n bietjie leiding kry van Ronella. Maar ek meen hy's 'n solid kaptein. Ons het ongelukkig 2 van our games verloor as ek dit mis nie. Maar ja, hy gaan 'n solid kaptein wees in die toekoms. So hy sal groei in daardie rol.
As jy nou kyk na spelers soos Damian Willemse, Salman Morat in hierdie span, De Villiers, daar's baie Springbok potensiaal. As jy nou kom ek sê jy's coach Rassie. Watse Stormers spelers hierdie seisoen sal jy sê moet hierdie jaar vir die Springbokke speel?
100% Paul de Villiers.
Paul de Villiers. Hij is een flipping machine.
Ja, hij gaat meer dan 50 caps krijgen voor de Springbokken. Ja. Zodra Sia klaarmaakt, dan kijken ze uit starting nummer 6. Ja. Hij is dus een John Ferrier, Heinrich Bressou type speler. Hij doet
een machine.
Hij doet iets verkeerd gedaan.
Jy nu nou daarso vir Sasha. Groot nuus uit Durban uit vroeër in die seisoen is die feit dat die Suid-Afrikaanse Springbok kaptein Samthanda Kolisi terugkom na die Stormers toe einde van die seisoen. Hoe voel jy daaroor? Want leierskap, I mean, hy's 'n fantastiese leier dan.
Ja, ek is excited om hom terug te hê. Ek wonder net hoe ons backstreet gaan lyk. Want
goeie vraag.
Jon Ferrier is daar, Paul de Villiers is daar, Tennyson is daar, Evan Roos is daar. Daar's so baie Tennyson, daar's so baie backstreets wat starting potential het. Ja. Iemand of twee van hulle gaan dalk uitmis en ek weet regtig wie dit gaan wees.
Nee, maar jy ken mos die storie. Jon Ferrier is 'n bietjie hy's 'n bietjie oud. Hy's 'n bietjie oud.
Hy gaan seker kom vir die jaar. Maar ek weet dat hy nog steeds Paul de Villiers moet staan. Ja. So Sia gaan miskien Osman speel met dan besit vir Evan Roos uit. So dis moeilik. Ek weet nie hoe ons hom gaan speel nie. Maar ek dink Paul de Villiers gaan onder Sia speel. Ja. En net om daai leiding en al sy mentorskap te gaan goed wees vir die Stormers.
Fantasties. As jy nou kyk na hierdie spel so ver, 16 minute in, Sasha, jy het gepraat van hom vroeër. Hy het 'n skop gemis. Tweede skop wat hy nou daar mis.
Ja, kyk die tweede en gaan ek nie teen hom hou nie. Dit was moeilik, dit was op die kantlyn. Sorry.
Nee. Hey! Stormers must be careful here. Edinburgh out on a mission. Dis nou die derde geleentheid hier. Third opportunity here for Edinburgh within the 22. We saw solid defense from the Stormers earlier. Can you sing? No! If you be my girl. Dis eintlik 'n scrum. Kom ons kyk hierso wat gebeur hierso. Wil jy maar 'n bietjie commentate? Kom maar op, probeer. Nee, gooi.
Dis Edinburgh scrum. Hulle daar word 'n bietjie tyd gemors, maar hulle gaan nou begin om die scrum te set. Ons het die geel kaart is dan weer terug as ek dit mis het is. So ons is 15 man. Saas is op, ja, so ons is weer 15 man. Hulle sak nou. Sorry. Hulle sak in die scrum en Edinburgh gaan nou ingooi. Kom ons kyk wat gaan hulle maak met hom. Sommers, daar kry Sommers 'n penalty. Edinburgh het geval in die scrum, Sommers penalty. Daar kom ons uit.
I say, yet again the Stormers can breathe a sigh of relief. Again within their 22, 5 meters away from their own try line. Brilliant scrum from the Stormers. The one thing I can tell you about this game so far is that we're 18 minutes into this encounter. A URC battle between the Stormers and Edinburgh. Edinburgh are surprisingly showing up in a big way, putting the Stormers under pressure, and Sasha Feinberg Ngomazulu, the superstar that he is, having 2 blemishes so far, missing 2 penalties. Of course, we won't blame him because the wind is a big factor in the stadium as well. As we see a quick line out here by the Stormers, great contest by Edinburgh, yet again showing up. Ivan Roos being pushed back in a big way. Great physical rugby here. Just a reminder, we are live on Omni Audio Africa. It is the Sportpesa Match Day Xperience coming to you live from the DHL Cape Town Stadium. Man, like 'n bietjie nervous hier so, Wat's fout?
Nee, ek is maar nervous. Ek meen, dis al 20 minute in, is nog 0-0. Ons daar is die bietjie van 'n bietjie reg het net op die los.
Ja. Hulle sukkel so bietjie. Daar sê, jy gaan ons. Baie beter. Great take by Edinburgh. Spreading that ball in that back line.
Unexpected.
Looking for Sasha Feinberg Ngomazulu. Kick and chase here. Oh!
Superb defense.
Fortunately falling short there. Luister meneer. Is jy hier vir die rugby of is jy hier vir die job? Vertel my 'n bietjie. Wat's jou storie? Veral die naam.
Ja, kijk, in huis is het zo, maar hij is altijd eerst hier voor rugby. Rugby is de highlight van de land, dat is altijd de highlight.
So hoeveel koeldranke het jy al gedrink? Daai lekker koeldranke.
Zeker zo'n paar, maar ik ga er niet zo veel komen.
Je moet niet worry, jou maak kyk nie.
Dat is al vroeg, zo is het al goed gegaan van vroeger.
Ja, fantastisch. Wat is jouw final score prediction? Hoe gaan hierdie wedstrijd eindigen?
Ik denk het gaan tijd is. Ja. Ik zal werken op let's call it 26-19.
Hey, dat is naby hoor. 26-19. Yes, meneer, baie dankie. Ek en jy sal seker later gesels. En dan later bring my 'n koeldrank ook. Dan lekker koeldrank net. Sy. Quick substitution here in terms of the fans.
I'm back in.
Yes.
How's it going, man?
Good in you. Engels of Afrikaans.
You can speak English to me.
I can speak English perfectly fine. Listen, sir, what's your name? I see you are donning the old Stormers kit, which shows me that you've been a loyal supporter for quite a long time.
Since I've been a child. I'm a passionate rugby supporter, bro. Passionate Stormer as well. My name is Stefan Swan. You can call me number one supporter.
The number one Stormers supporter. What to take me back to fond memories for you as a child in this beautiful stadium, or possibly even Newlands, you know? There has to be one that really stands out for you as a child, because the one thing that I love about rugby is that, yes, the older folk, they get involved with the game, but it's so beautiful for me to see the kids running around, you know, the kids being involved, the kids actually seeing their heroes playing rugby as well. What's your fond memory as a child?
There was quite a few, to be honest. I've been to a couple of Curry Cup victories when it was still VPA as well. One of the things that I really think they should bring back, that I hopefully can cherish with my children one day, is I remember my first proper Stormers experience was those overnight camps.
Oh
yeah.
Poinsien. I remember doing one of those at Loftus, Poinsien camps before the game.
At Loftus, bro.
Yeah. There's a long story.
Okay, it's good. I like the shirt that you're wearing now, though. Yeah, no.
Slowly but surely, Cape Town is winning my heart. Let me put it that way.
No, it's a beautiful place. So you can't get any better than this, right? But yeah, I remember playing touches with Dwayne Vermeulen and stuff like that, and him tackling me. It was surreal. But yeah, there's been so much, man. I can't. It's just brought me so much joy, to be completely honest.
When you look at this current Stormers team, which player would you say has created the most highlight reels or memories for you? You talk about the memories that you had as a child with Dwayne Vermeulen. What memories do you share with some of these players? Not necessarily playing touches with them, but just watching them on the field of play.
Well, last year I was here when Sasha scored a hat-trick against, I think it was Cardiff. Yeah, and that great performance with him against Benetton as well. Yeah, I'm an avid Sasha fan. He really, when he's in flow state, you can't stop him. He's brilliant, man.
100%. When I look at the Stormers team, and I look at the project that Coach John Dobson is building, right? They talk about Vision 2029, you know? They've brought in all of these phenomenal players. You look at even Achieva Daimane coming to bring in and depth into the squad as well. You know, Siamtana Kolisi joining the team at the end of this season, you know? Coming back to his home, you know? When you look at this project, my question is always, can we see the Stormers winning trophies? If not this season, it has to be sometime soon, because, hey, it's been a while since the Stormers won a trophy.
Yeah, bro, definitely. To be honest, I can see it very soon. Maybe, I don't know, hopefully this season, we started off like a house on fire. I haven't seen us play that well in the beginning of the season. Then we had a bit of a dip, but we're slowly but surely getting momentum back now. And Project 2029, I'm excited for that as well. Some exciting youngsters coming through, you know. And I mean, there's a few other links as well. Some other players maybe coming back. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Cheslin Colby.
Yes, our Chase in Cape Town. That would be nice to see. Yo! Wie gaat ons? Ivan Roos! Daar sê! Ivan Roos! What did I tell you? Ivan Roos! Wat sê jy? Ivan Roos! Beautiful. try in Afrikaans. Great, brilliant carry by Ivan Roos. En die ding wat die ding wat ek die meeste geniet van Ivan Roos is die feit dat hy is nie skaam nie. Hy kyk nie regs, hy kyk nie links nie. Reg. Kontak.
No, he's just like such a physical specimen, eh? Like he really loves just bullying people, to be honest. Like he could go spaces, but he goes faces. Direct.
Face on, boy. Face on. Kom ek vra vir jou 'n moeilike vraag. Oor Ivan Roos. Springbok. Agterman. My opinie is dat die dag toe Dwayne Vermeulen retire het. Since then we haven't really had a proper eighth man. When Ivan Roos started in the position, I thought maybe he's the guy. I thought maybe he could be the guy. But since then, he struggled with form. Rassie gave him a few opportunities. He dropped him a little bit. You know, he tried a few guys like Visa and such. Could Ivan Roos be the guy to play number 8 for the Springboks? If you were Coach Rassie, wat sou jy doen?
Well, firstly, I have to respect the other people that are in that jersey as well. Jasper Visa is great. There's some great future prospects as well, like Cameron Onnekom. But Ivan's my guy, man. I love him. I think obviously it builds character that the fact that Rassie is like kind of sometimes dropping him, sometimes not favouring him. But the fact that he's pushing on, he's continuing, he's just proving them wrong. I mean, I think he's almost top try scorer of the competition. I know it's not all about that, but yeah, he'll get back in the mix for sure. He's still young. I think he's a year younger than me, 26. Still a long career ahead, bro. Still a long career ahead. So yeah, let's hope 2027 he can still get there for sure.
100%. Edinburgh here on the move, unfortunately losing that ball forward. The one thing that I'm liking about Edinburgh, Stefan, and I want to get your thoughts on this, is we're 26 minutes into this game. Yes, the Stormers have scored that one try by Ivan Roos, but Edinburgh have really shown up in a big way. We saw them last week against the Lions, very shaky performance. The Lions slapped them around at Ellis Park, that's fine, but the way in which they've shown up here has really shown that they want to secure a W before they travel away from Cape Town.
Yeah, no, it's a gutsy performance. Like they are very unlucky that they haven't scored anything yet, but it's a resilient defence. Us with the yellow card, we've still got there. But yeah, you have to also take into account they brought in a few Scottish internationals, the biggest Scottish name ever, Piers Koeman. And
Hy klink 'n bietjie Afrikaans hoor.
Ja, no, I'm definitely sure that's his first language.
Daar's Afrikaanse bloed, Suid-Afrikaanse bloed in hom.
Ja, hy skram soos 'n Suid-Afrikaner verseker.
Jy moet maar oorskuif. Maar daar's die plek vir hom in die Springbok span hier.
Ja.
Daar's die plek vir hom hier, daar's die plek vir hom.
Ox is too good, bro. Ox is too good.
Luister, Stefan, here we go. So close! Very close!
It's called a guicho.
Very close. Stefan, is jy hier vir die rugby of die jol en daai koeldrankies wat so lekker proe? Of is jy hier vir albei?
Meer vir die rugby, I love rugby. My goal is actually also to become a coach. I'm currently coaching, but not on the level that I want to be yet.
Waar afrig jy?
At Unimol, the rugby club, and I do analysis at Wynberg as well.
Lekker! So jy's 'n slim man. Jy's 'n rugby slim. Jy's nou nie wiskunde of fisies slim.
Sure bad, nee, maar I'm not a genius. I'm a rugby genius.
Ek gaan vir jou die mic gee. Dan analyse jy 'n bietjie vir my. Bietjie rugby commentary ook. Gooi hom. In camera, né?
Yeah, okay. No, but how do I multitask this? Because I have to watch as well.
Jy kyk daar, maar jy sit daar.
Obviously, the aerial battle is a very, very big thing that's going on at the moment. I think that is the reason why Damian Willems is on wing. And early in the game, we already had a few bombs targeting his side as well. But yeah, the Stormers are struggling with a bit of momentum at the moment. just been a really stop-start game, especially with the yellow card. But yeah, I think we should look to really bring a bit more variety in attack as well. Play a little bit more hands out the back. I think the space is there. We have the players to execute, but yeah, the game has been really stop-start at the moment. But yeah, as long as the game goes on and we keep on defending resiliently and hopefully get possession very soon, I think we can make it. We can get a big score at the end of the day, for sure.
Quick commentary moment van Stefan. Baie dankie meneer, baie dankie. Luister, what is your most unpopular opinion about the sport of rugby?
Your unpopular opinion? I think firstly, I think the aerial battle is very exciting. I think the aerial battle is extremely exciting. I think that is what makes space and it creates like broken field play. And I think the more contact, the better. I don't like the below the sternum tackles. It should be like and below.
Jy wil gevaarlike rugby.
I like the big hits. I miss like the old days when Bush James used to come in with like a flippant WWE move. But I understand safety is very important. But I love the physical side of rugby. I feel like we don't see enough big hits these days anymore. Maybe like the top level, like Peter Steph doesn't shy away from that, like, and it's legal as well, which I love. But yeah, I sometimes miss the brutal nature of it as well. Yeah.
Who's your favorite Springbok player and why? Specifically the Springbok players within the Stormers squad.
It has to be Sasha. It has to be Sasha.
Hands down. Why?
I think he has the potential to become like the GOAT. I don't want to glaze, but like honestly, it's.
Kom ons gooi 'n bietjie 'n Dan Carter daar binne. Ek kan hy dalk Dan Carter eendag, nie nou nie, eendag.
Yeah, one day. I mean, he's got the running ability. He just needs to sharpen up his kicking boot. He sometimes does lack with that. Like he has all the technique for it, but yeah, he must, and just maybe like dictating the game a bit more as well. Like dictating, like properly taking hold of the game. Yeah.
Come on, Ivan Ruiz snatching the ball away there. Gaining vital territory here for the Stormers. Stringing together a few passes. No! Supporters screaming, hands, dropping the ball there. Hier kom hy. Basics. Keep your eye on the ball. Say, meneer Roos, put that shoulder down.
One of the good sayings, is it sayings the right word? Yeah, sayings that I like about, like in my coaching and stuff as well, is like flair and talent get you in the team, but basics get you out of it.
I'll say. Big opportunity here for the Stormers. 5 meters away from the try line, looking for their second try of the game. Supporters on their feet, waiting patiently. Interception by Edinburgh. Oh no! Running away with it. Can they hunt him down? Watch that man go. Watch him go. Oh! Edinburgh! First try of the game for Edinburgh. And it's Mdu, the camera guy, and myself, hyping up this moment. Everyone else in the stadium, quiet. Snatching away a pass. Great interception there. Edinburgh are here to play rugby. 33 minutes into this first half. Edinburgh surprising the Stormers. Stormers moving the ball brilliantly within the 22 of Edinburgh. And then guess what? One sloppy pass. Not finding his man. Edinburgh snatch it away and secure their first try of the game. Stefan, what's fout? Is jy alright? right?
I'm fine.
You're like a big skin of your
There's still a lot of time left. There's still a lot of time left in the game.
You don't look fine. You look like you're sweating, bro.
I'm not sweating, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It's fine.
Stormers are gonna come back.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
For sure. We have the talent. We have the capability of doing so. That was just a little bit of a oopsie, but it's okay. We'll recover.
Okay. Let me ask you about the points that have gone missing here. 3 points from Sasha with the first penalty. Another penalty missed, 6 points. And that could have been a try. That could have been a try. Should have been a try. So to me, that is almost, let's say what, 13 points that aren't on the scoreboard at the moment. The second half will be very, very close between these two teams because Edinburgh now are starting to believe. They're starting to build that confidence and say, we can definitely beat the Stormers because they're making mistakes.
For sure. This will be a big confidence booster for them. It could be a swing of momentum. I think what happens in the next 5 minutes is very important. If we can get a score in, that's great. If not, I think they're in for some stern words with Dobbo, for sure.
Dobbo? Yeah, some harsh words are coming at half time, boys. Be ready. Stefan?
Thanks, man.
He's a flippin' legend. Thank you so much for your rugby insight. My name's Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks, man.
Hello. How are you?
How are you?
Good. Cape Town Stadium, baby. Yes. What's the yellow? Hey! Cape Town Stadium. It's half time. Yo, look at this beautiful atmosphere. Another URC battle between the Stormers and Edinburgh. The one thing that I can tell you is that Edinburgh has truly surprised the Stormers. They come into this one 2 defeats on the trot. The heaviest one is out at Ellis Park last week where they lost against the Lions. Definitely showing up in that first half. Big talking point for the fans is the fact that 13 points have been left on this turf in that first half. Sasha Feinberg, Ngomezulu missing 2 penalties and a possible scrum opportunity 5 meters away from the Edinburgh try line wasn't converted. That's the moment where there was an interception and Edinburgh snatched the ball, running about 80 meters, securing that first try of the game for them. So much to play for. This is the Sportpesa Match Day Xperience coming to you live on Omni Audio Africa as well as Sportpesa South Africa. We're going to interact with the fans, showcase the beauty of Cape Town, and as I always say, the vibes, the energy, and the cheers of this absolutely beautiful city. Let's go! Sportpesa Match Day Xperience, shining a spotlight on those that don't always get the shine. Besides the players, besides the fans, we want to talk to the videographers, the photographers, and I've got Wesley, who's a photographer for Vodacom, traveling the country, capturing beautiful videos and pictures, just shining a spotlight on this beautiful sport that we call rugby. Talk to me about the most exciting thing that you've captured in the last year. I know there's a lot of memories, but in the last 3 months, 2026, what's the most exciting thing that you've captured?
Oh, in the last couple of months, I would say the match here between Stormers and the Sharks was an incredible game. I mean, back DHL Stadium. This is one of the most incredible stadiums we have in the country. So I think that game was incredible. It was hot.
You talk about Cape Town being incredibly special. What's the best location you've shot sporting content at? Because I know that sometimes the teams and the brief can get quite wild and crazy and out there. What's the wildest location you've ever shot content at?
I think for me would be the Soweto Derby.
Oh, F&B Stadium, baby.
F&B Stadium, 90,000 people, incredible, incredible. Like, you can talk about cup finals, but the Soweto Derby is incredible. There's nothing like it, nothing like it.
For you as a photographer, videographer, when you look through the lens, what is it that you're specifically looking for? What moment are you looking to capture? Give us a little bit of the art and the science of what you do, because capturing a good moment isn't just about picking up a camera.
So what I do is you wait for the action, especially if you know the sport that you're filming. You tend to keep an eye on the stars, keep an eye on the action, and then somehow they give you that moment. You wait for the skills, you wait for the pass, you wait for the shot, you wait for the goal, the celebration. The celebration is the best. The fans, the players, incredible.
Wesley, thank you so much for joining us on the Sportpesa Match Day Xperience. Enjoy the rest of the game. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got Crystal, who does a lot of the social media work for the Stormers. Tell me a little bit more about your role and how important it is in terms of just building the brand for the Stormers.
It's very important. I think I'm actually the most important person on the field right now.
You and Sasha.
Just teasing. I'm here really to just spotlight the guys. I come on game days and then I do a lot of the stories that you see on Instagram and WhatsApp. And basically it's just giving you an insight of the behind the scenes of what's happening on the day of the games.
What's the worst thing that has happened while trying to capture behind the scenes footage? Because we all know that even the behind the scenes footage is a little bit filtered.
I have been hit by a ball. That was
in the face or on the head?
Just in the back. That gave me a bit of a fright. That's probably the worst thing that's ever happened. Yeah.
To someone who wants to get into social media, specifically working with a rugby team or a sports team, what's your word of advice?
Definitely begin just doing it. Go, if you're at school, film the guys at school, the girls at school, get involved. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. You just play around, keep practicing, and keep learning from your failures.
What's the craziest, wildest, best thing that you've captured beside a rugby field, specifically covering the Stormers? There has to be a few.
Okay, so I have filmed Hashiva Daimani's his return video. So
cool.
It was very cool. That was awesome. So when he came back, when he said he was back from France, I filmed that, and that was an awesome moment.
Are you going to be here for when Sia makes his big return to Cape Town?
Yes, I think I will. I think I will, definitely. Yeah, I'm so very excited.
Crystal, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Cool. Thank you. So you too. Thank you.
Sportpesa Match Day Xperience right here at the DHL Cape Town Stadium. URC battle between the Stormers and Edinburgh. 66 minutes into this game, the Stormers leading by 5 points at the moment. 19-14. So much still to play for in this game, but as you know, the Sportpesa Match Day Xperience, we bring you the best fans, always well dressed, supporting the Stormers, smiling from ear to ear, as Mdusbeko would say. You know, Liso, someone who we followed throughout the whole of last year and this year. Another Match Day Xperience. Has this one been any different from the others that you've experienced?
Look, it's been so different. I've been engaging more with the crowd, having to see what their experience is like with the whole match day. It's been wonderful, like actually watching the players as well, having Sazi doing his whole debut thing. Like, it's just so amazing to witness. You know he's my favorite player.
I know he's your favorite player. I suppose he's everyone's favorite player. But since then, besides Sasha Feinberg, Nomazulu, any other player, also Zas, I know Zas is one of your favorites as well. Who are some of the other players that you've identified as key players this season?
This season?
Go Stormers! Come on! Yes! Yes! Come on, that man! Yet again, Ivan Roos, jou flippin' lekker ding. Brilliant try by Ivan Roos, doing the damn things. Lisa, you were still telling us about some of the players that have really caught your eye this season, besides some of the regulars that we always talk about.
The greatest part about this question is he just scored a try.
Ivan Roos!
Yes! He's been an outstanding player, probably one of the underdogs of the team, but he's really, really proved that, you know, he can come up on top. And I mean, that was just living testament.
One of the other players, you know, short-term contract here at the Stormers, Hachiva Taimani, the man who dyes his hair blonde, looking sexy as, you know the word I want to say. Talk to me about him joining the squad. I know that you're someone who's always following the social media. You're someone who's always aware of the drip on the streets. Hachiva is not just a phenomenal rugby player. He understands what branding means, and he's a fashionista of note. Talk to me about just the love that this city has shown him as he came back on his short-term contract with the Stormers.
It's been absolutely crazy because I mean, the person that he is, the way he just like presents himself as a player, as a husband, as a person, just in general, it's a great addition to the team, and I think he's really good with like teamwork and team spirit. That, you know, there's no other place but the DHL Stormers to actually be in that spirit and be able to show his full potential, show his full capabilities of like what he's capable of doing on the field, what he's capable of bringing to the team, and you know, he's very not hard to miss. You see him on the field, and he's the only.
He's always involved. He's always involved.
There, whether we're warming up, whether we're on the bench, whether on the field, you can just spot him so easily.
One word to describe the Sportpesa Match Day Xperience. Give me that one word, and what's that word that you would use?
It's a hyphen word.
Smart girl. Hyphen.
Hyphen. Life changing.
Why? You have to explain it to us.
Wow, it's been so amazing being with Sportpesa. Like I say every single time we have this interview and I'm in this hot seat, that it's just so amazing being a part of the team. It gets better and better with being here at the stadium, being live at the games, the background work, having to edit. Like, you'll find me after a match day, even though the game will end at 8 or 9, I will be editing my vlog with smiles all over. It's crazy. The people that I meet in this this whole like creatorship, ambassadorship thing we're doing are absolutely phenomenal people, supportive, very down to earth, and some are like so famous, like dropping hits, and you know, you never know, but it's so good to like connect and support one another. I mean, you two, who would have known our paths could like cross? It's been really amazing working with obviously the Omni team as well. This is family, this is home, and I mean, I was doing the Varsity Cup activations as well.
So cool. It was nice to see you there as well.
Yes, as a manager, which is big, and it's just so like heartwarming to know that, you know, the brand trusts me so much to actually lead something that's not just my job. It's like I can actually do something outside of doing content for Sportpesa. So it's been amazing.
I asked you this question at the start of the season, when things were going very, very well, when the Stormers were unbeaten. Then the Sharks, Cape Town, Sharks, Durban, Lions, Ellis Park. They've come back slowly but surely into the season. My question to you remains, can this phenomenal team that John Dobson has assembled finally win a trophy for the people of Cape Town?
But of course, it shouldn't even be.
Is this the season? Is this the season though?
It has to be.
Okay.
It has to be.
Tell me what.
Look, you gotta win some to lose some. You gotta lose some to win some.
Cook, girl, cook. We're listening.
So, they might have lost against those teams, but every other team, they've literally left gaps.
Yeah.
Like how Sasha leaves those gaps when he runs off.
They've dominated.
And I still believe that they could hold it like till the very end. Yeah.
Okay. We'll be here for the final. According to what she's saying, it will be a home final between the Stormers and another team, and the Stormers are going to secure the victory. Liso, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the 9 minutes that remains in this encounter.
Yay! I'm so excited, and you're gonna definitely see me on all the socials raving about today's match because we're gonna go home with a win.
I'll say. Perfect. Please take a picture of us. Perfect. Next.
Cape Town, give yourselves a hand. The official attendance for tonight, 21,487.
My brother? Good. I'm blessed, brother. What's your name? Sim. Okay, we're rolling. More fans right here with the Sportpesa Match Day Xperience. Another fan donning the Sportpesa Stormers colors. Sim, my brother, hey, representing, looking nice, man, looking nice.
You know, I don't think you can ever get a better outfit of the day than this.
The only thing better than this one is this one. I just have to say.
Okay, fair.
That's a fair point. Okay. But after the game.
I see Sportpesa there.
No, don't worry. Sportpesa is on the shorts. It's on the shorts. Talk to me about your experience with the Sportpesa Match Day Xperience. How has it been from walking into the stadium, feeling the energy, feeling the vibe, chilling with the crew?
It's nothing I've experienced before. It's absolutely amazing. The rugby itself is out of this level, world class. I mean, the Scottish guys brought it to us today. And I mean, it's a couple of internationals there, so this game is, high quality. And I mean, the experience has been great. Fans are out here. They just announced 21,000 people on a Saturday night, man.
Crazy.
Come on.
Crazy. Come on. I want to ask you, when you came here for this experience, were you here for the rugby? Or you here for the drawl, man? Or you here for both? It's a combination.
It's a big combination. But I'm a rugby nerd, man. I'm one of those guys. I'll go watch this game when I get home again.
You're one of those people. What are the analysis?
So I'm gonna tell you. If you come to ask me next week, I'll tell you. Damon was wearing his socks the other way around. I'm that type of guy.
Oh no, you're that type of guy who's gonna send an email on Monday giving Coach Dobbo some tips. Please.
Drinking water from that angle.
That super sport camera. Hey, cut your nostril there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Those nostril hairs, please, Coach Dobbo. No, I'm joking, my brother. Listen, when you look at this game, right, and you look at the dynamics, as a rugby nerd, as you call yourself, where did the Edinburgh team get it right earlier on in the first half, and where couldn't they capitalize in the second half? Because I mentioned it earlier that Edinburgh really surprised the Stormers in the first 30 minutes of this game. But when you look at the scoreboard now with 6 minutes left, I mean, they say the cream rises to the top, and the quality of the Stormers really on full display here. But there were moments, man, when Edinburgh could have surprised the Stormers.
I think the one thing you must do against the Stormers is make sure they don't have the ball, which was what Edinburgh was doing the whole time. So their form of defense was keeping the ball so that they don't have to defend, So I think that's where they lost it in the second half. They allowed the Stormers to play. And I mean, there's Damien, there's Sasha, there's Warwick. There's 3 playmakers all in your back line. So those guys are going to create something. You don't want them to have the ball so that they don't create anything. But I think that's where Edinburgh went wrong. They gave them the ball. You don't do that to those guys.
No, you don't do that to those guys. I want to talk about one player, right? Recently announced as a Sportpesa brand ambassador, right? Kobus, your flipping machine lineup. That's what I call him. Because that guy's a beast. He's a little bit on the older side of life, but just the maturity that he's brought, not just to the Springboks, but to the Stormers outfit since he joined at the start of the season. For you as a fan, as a rugby nerd, just his contribution and how Kobus is vital to the success of the squad.
Yeah, listen, we're not at the training grounds, right? But the moment Kobus came on, then you saw the likes of Iman Khan rising up. Then you kind of see Divan, those guys are starting to play well. So I would like to assume that he's helping out those guys, right? That experience, right? And the kicking game, Kobus' kicking game is absolutely insane. So you're seeing these guys coming in, kicking. It does kind of show you that he's doing something, helping out Coach Dobbo with the scrum more specifically. I think with the rest of the team, just that bit of control, just that bit of calmness, knowing where to play, when to play. He brings that to the team, and I think that's the one thing they needed, and they've got it. So I actually backed them to go all the way.
You're backing the Stormers to go all the way, right? And I was going to go there because when you look at, they call it Project 2029 here in Cape Town. Coach Dobbo saying that this is the vision that we have. We've seen the players that they've signed. We know that Siamthana Kolisi is also coming back to the team as well, right? But the one thing that we measure in sports is trophies, right? Are we seeing a trophy being delivered to this beautiful stadium in Cape Town? Maybe, they say championship, it could be a championship trophy, or it could be the URC trophy.
I think the URC trophy. I think the Investec Championship is going to be tougher. I think that's going to be tougher to get. I do think that URC title, I think will probably, the biggest challenge will be at Glasgow and Leinster. But I think everyone else, the Stormers could...
they're beatable.
Yeah. And I think the one team that I think would surprise us all, and then they're not doing so well, is the Blue Bulls. I think they're on a rise a little bit. You know, once they get that connection, they could surprise everyone. But I do think the Stormers have got a more holistic team. You know, everyone they've got everything. You know, and with Saman coming back with the lineouts and the leadership, I do think the guys will. And Corbus coming back. I think he said he's coming back next week. So I do think they complete. They complete, man.
What's your unpopular opinion about rugby?
Sure. My unpopular opinion is that Willie Leroux is probably the best playmaker to ever play rugby.
Damn. The best playmaker. Okay, wait.
It's on the older side now, right? We're complaining now. But you look at the guy's career. That guy has been insane. We have a flyer like Andre Pollard, who isn't the most creative guy. How did we win World Cups without a creative flyer?
I want to give you two names. And on the international circuit, they wear black jerseys. I want to give you Dan Carter. And I want to give you Richie Mowaga. Better playmakers. Are they better playmakers than Vin? Playmakers. We're not talking about fullbacks. Playmakers.
We can talk about. Are we talking internationally? I don't think Richie Mowaga has done it internationally. I think with the Crusaders, different conversation, right? Dan Carter, we can argue.
We can argue. Okay, but because we're South African, let's give it to Vin. Let's give it to Vin.
That's my personal unpopular opinion. Another one. You gotta
say it. Say it with your chest, bro. Even look into the camera when you say it.
If you gave me one pick and I needed to pick a winger, I would take Kurtley Arendse over Cheslin Kolbe.
Oh damn! Kurtley Arendse over Cheslin, bro. Wait, hang on. Let's go back into the archives, bro. Did you see what that guy did at the Rugby World Cup? No. I want to take you back to the 2019 Rugby World Cup. Did you see what he did in the final against England? Then I want to take you to the recent Rugby World Cup, 2023. Did you see Cheslin Kolbe chase down the ball and stop? And by the way, let me tell you, people don't understand. If Cheslin didn't do that, the French are going to win.
And I'm glad I'm having a conversation with a rugby fan, right? I think, hear me out. Cheslin Kolbe, better rugby player.
Okay.
Kurtley Arendse, better winger. Kurtley's going to finish.
So he's one-dimensional, that's what you're saying?
That's all. That's why I'm saying if I needed someone to score, to tackle, to get all those high balls, I'm taking Kurtley.
Nah, bro.
If I needed someone to open up and break the game, I'm taking
Cap. Cheslin Kolbe, the guy with the cap, bro. Cap. There's no way, bro.
Would you say Beauden Barrett, right?
Yeah, Beauden Barrett.
Would you say Beauden Barrett is the best flyer England New Zealand's ever had? We're talking about a guy who's won.
Beauden Barrett.
Yeah. Do you pick him or Richie at their best?
Richie Mowaga. In my opinion, at their best.
So, better fly off, Richie Mowaga.
In my opinion.
Better rugby player,
Beauden Barrett.
That's what I'm saying. There's guys that are very good at their position, then there's guys that are just brilliant rugby players.
I feel you. You know the problem? Your tone, bro. Your tone. You can't come in attacking my boy Cheslin like that. You must be softer with your landing.
So you saw that as an attack.
Nah, it's all love, my boy. It's all love. Last question. Looking at this Stormers team, right? Who's your man of the match for tonight? Who's your man of the match? Who cooked tonight?
I think Paul de Villiers did a lot of stuff on the ground.
But de Villiers has been amazing this season, eh?
I think he deserves a call-up.
At least to the training camp.
At least.
Doesn't have to play, but Coach Razi must be in the squad, please, man.
Do you want another unpopular one?
Hoyt, bro. Hoyt. Just don't insult any players, please.
Ambrose Papir deserves to be in there.
Ambrose flippin' Papir. Bro, I want to take you back to the game right here at this stadium. At this stadium. Ambrose is one of the most underrated. Bro, this thing breaks my heart.
23. But he deserves to be in there.
He deserves it. Well, Marassi, ek hoop jy luister. You can add this guy to your coaching team. Ayre analysis Simbo. World class, world class, world class. Sportpesa Match Day Xperience full time right here at the DHL Cape Town Stadium. The Stormers securing victory number 3 in a row, beating Edinburgh 33 to 14 points. I'm here with the gents. I have to be a little bit biased. He's the only one wearing a Stormers jersey here. So I'm starting with him. My brother, what's your name? Are you doing well?
Yeah, I'm good. Tenzin.
Tenzin? Talk to me about that victory. I mean, you're donning your Stormers colours. It's a little bit of an older jersey showcasing that you're a loyal supporter. You've been with the team for what? Right the better days.
Yeah, all the ways, my bro. So this is my first game that I've ever watched in the stadium, dude. Okay. And it's definitely a memory that I'll always remember, dude.
Was it worth it?
Definitely worth it.
What made it so special?
It's camaraderie, being here with my friends, playing rugby in high school, and just connecting with each other. And these are my old school friends back from the days, and we've only seen each other now for the first time in 3 years. So it's really, really a special event.
Highlight try, there were quite a few moments that were quite big.
Yeah.
Ivan Ruiz scoring 2 tries. Which one stood out for you?
I think it would be Evan Ross's, because we played rugby with him in school and so on like that, so we had the opportunity to meet him and so on. So it was just a lovely event.
If there's one message you'll share with the Edinburgh supporters, the few that were here today, what would you say to them as I go back home?
Come to South Africa and support the Stormers. That's all I will say.
Change your allegiance. My brother, what's your name?
Alex.
Alex, talk to me about this beautiful game that we saw from the Stormers. 3 victories now in a row. Can they possibly win a trophy, man? The last time we saw a trophy here in Cape Town was a while ago. Is this the season?
It was a while ago, but it definitely is the season. First off, I want to say I might not be wearing a Stormers shirt, but the original 1995 World Cup.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with that. It was a good game, quite decent. I mean, obviously happy that we won at home, like we're undefeated here against Edinburgh, so can't complain with that. It was a good game. I think we can definitely pull off a victory and get a trophy. I mean, there's no question. I mean, we're Stormers, bro. Come on.
We're the Stormers. Come on, bro. Coach Dobber, right? He's made a few interesting calls this season, like making Sasha captain. He's brought back like a lot of the vital players to the squad as well. We know that Siamtanda Kulisi is also coming back to the squad. They talk about Vision 2029. Are you, as a fan in Cape Town, feeling the energy, the dynamic of this team slowly but surely changing? Are you feeling the project that the Stormers are building?
Of course, bro. I mean, the vision's there, and it's not always about the short game, it's about the long game. So, you know, we're not playing checkers, we're playing chess here.
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother. That's what it is.
I see you, Alex. I want to bring this man closer. Sir, what's your name?
My name's Liam.
You're not wearing any colours? Are you possibly an Edinburgh supporter? I'm worried about you. You know, you're a ginger, so I'm not too sure.
I'm not angry, I'm disappointed about being a ginger there. A strawberry blonde, by the way. I'll keep it like that.
Spicy plum.
Spicy blonde.
Stephen Kitzel. Talk to me about the game that you saw this evening here at the Cape Town Stadium.
Yeah, look, it was good. I think it was a bit slow in the start, but I think we sort of built momentum a bit after a while. Obviously, a few little handing errors over there, but we were able to come back to it as quick as possible. Obviously, a bit of an air game, I'd say. A lot of the balls up in the air, which I don't mind. Obviously, it has to be consistent. And luckily, Sasha, when his handling wasn't so great, but on the high ball, he was on it every single time. So I mean, if you're not good on the one thing, at least you're good on the other thing. So that's pretty much it.
Your man of the match. Who's your man of the match?
I mean, I have to give it to Evan Ruiz, I mean, for
brilliant,
2 back-to-back, you can't really go wrong with it, I mean, also a strong, powerful man. That's about it,
Coach Rassi, we need to see Evan Ruiz in the number 8 jersey. Akse Manet. My brother, come closer. I'm doing well, so what's your name? Khotso. My brother, what did you make of the game this evening?
Very slow game.
Yeah.
I think both teams are very slow.
Sure.
Obviously, looking at both the opposition, the forwards and the back line.
Yeah.
I think obviously, if you look at Edinburgh, a very good team within Scotland. I'm not really impressed, but I think we can improve.
If there was one thing you would say to the Edinburgh supporters that are a little bit disappointed, a little bit sad, they're going back home to Scotland, you know, not necessarily getting the result that they want. Let's give them a chirp, man. Chirp them in the camera there as they go back home. Give them a little bit of a South African goodbye.
We'll see in the Champions Cup. We'll see in the Champions Cup, definitely.
And we're gonna beat you again. Exactly. Just like we beat you tonight. Thank you so much, Khotso. Appreciate your time. Enjoy your evening. Party hard, brother. Come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. Skit my hand, meneer. Skit my hand. How are you, sir? You doing well?
I'm always doing well.
Like, especially when the Stormers win. What's your name?
Dante.
Dante.
Yeah.
Sir, who's your man of the match? That brilliant performance from the Stormers. Lots of shining lights. You can't say Ivan Ruiz.
I was same year. Same year, boys are everything.
You and Ivan Ruiz?
I was friends with a lot of his friends. We've cared a lot of times. It's always been Ivan Ruiz.
So you are the right guy to ask. If there's one thing that people don't know about Ivan, what's that one thing that you would say? Maybe he's a little bit of a naughty boy, he enjoys 1 or 2 cold drinks. What are some of those secrets that are safe to spill on camera? Spill a little bit of tea, man. I'm sure there's something.
It's not just cold drinks. Let's put it lightly. It's never just cold drinks.
Is it? Okay, one too many. One too many. Cool.
Never too many.
Never too many.
Never too many.
Okay. Looking at the Stormers this season, is this the season for the Stormers? Coach John Dobson has the right players. Can they combine perfectly to win a trophy this season?
At this point, it's looking very promising. Bit of scruffing up to do, as do every team, but I mean, it's looking promising. So I would say very good.
Very good. I want you to look into the camera. Edinburgh supporters that are heading back to Scotland. Let's give them a chirp. Let's give them a South African goodbye. Right? Jy mag maar voetsek sê ook. Jy mag maar.
I mean, buy some biltong, chew it, get some hard corners on you and toughen the fuck up, my bro. Sorry.
Oh, waar is die voetsek?
Voetsek, my bro. Voetsek.
Dankie. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Enjoy the party. Tonight. Tell me about the vibe and the energy in the stadium. How was it experiencing like a stadium that is quite filled with vibey people having a good time?
No, 100%. I think it was brilliant. Like this whole game, like the vibe, everyone was just on point. People shouting whenever there was even a tackle. I mean, people were just like, ooh, like it was good. It was
very interactive, eh?
The vibe started before the game. Randy's was great. Greenpoint Main Road was buzzing. It was just a good vibe.
So where's the second location? Clearly you guys had the pre's on lock. Where are we going for the second location?
GCC.
Okay, I don't know. Tell me about it. I've never been.
Can't share trade secrets, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you.
For you, are you going with?
Yes, I'm going with it. I didn't even know what GCC is, so I'll probably just follow in it.
Wow, I feel like there's going to be a long convoy, like literally following you, right? Talk to me about the vibe and the energy in the stadium, because there's a lot of special stadiums across the country. Some would say, you know, Ellis Park used to be a good stadium. Loftus is buzzing right now. The Shark Tank is another good rugby stadium. What makes the Cape Town Stadium so incredibly special?
I think the location, having all the restaurants around, vibes were immaculate. Yeah.
I also think like the people that come together. So we sat next to like Edinburgh fans and the people that's not even from here. So we sat next to people that's from Kenya, and I do think that they were supporting the Stormers as well. Being like in Cape Town, you literally don't have a choice.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you have to. So they were sitting here and they were supporting like the Stormers, and they were just shouting with us. So I think that's what makes Cape Town special for me as well. Like getting to know the people that sit next to you, even though they're not from Cape Town, but they're supporting what you're supporting, and they like all there with you. Like, and I think that's the thing about Cape Town. With all the games I've been to, I've met people that's not from Cape Town, not from South Africa even, and I do think that's what makes Cape Town special as well, because people travel to come here, even if it's on holiday, but they make an effort to come to a match, and then they're all with you. So that's what
everyone comes together,
and I do think that's what makes not even love of sport, that love of Cape Town.
100%. That energy in the city is so contagious.
It's immaculate. So you can't take that away from Cape Town. So I've met incredible people sitting in the stadium, and they don't know a thing about bloody rugby, but they're here.
They're jolling. They're having a good time.
They're having a good time, and I do think that Cape Town is like the best place I've been to watch any sport, especially here as well. Like the stadium, you can sit at the top. You can pay 250 rand for that ticket right at the top,
and still have a good time.
You will still have a good time in Cape Town. So
love it. I love the fact that you mentioned that you were sitting next to a few Edinburgh supporters. Yes. They're on their way back to Scotland. I want you guys to give me a proper South Afrikaanse chirp into camera as they head back home. You know, we might play them in the next few days in the Champions Cup, but how would you chirp them as they jump onto that flight on the way back home to Scotland? After that beating.
Let's save this one for the African.
Come on, a lekker South Afrikaanse chirp, come on.
To say that to the people in Edinburgh.
Yes, as the supporters that you were with, that were beaten today, how would you chirp them on their way back home? After the Stormers gave them a behoorlijke pakslag. Come on.
I can't because I'm going to swear.
No, it's fine to swear, don't worry. Let it out. Hey, you're being shy now, you're being shy.
No, I'm being shy.
That's fine. Maybe let's give a polite message, more friendly, more PR. What would you say to them?
Sheesh, I'm not PR trained, but...
No, then just let it out.
We'll see you again and good luck for the next one.
Perfect,
Julle moet lekker wees. Julle gaan verloor die volgende keer.